Blog Talk Radio.
To make up while others just make up, wearing too much makeup, so make up your mind. Melting momentarily, it's a failure to compare to me, the franchise with red eyes. In my fan lives, as many as I desire, with fire in the sky, no wonder I love life. And my love life, no wife, just restraining orders of stalkers. Flipping so many hands, I'll be fired. Is this spot yours? No, can't do what others can't, or willing to do what I believe, so I put my fire in the sky and ask why. Why is there so much turmoil over the term oil? Over the term oil. Fire in the sky, she ain't never gonna lie. Never gonna lie, no way. Fire in the sky. I just want thoughts of happiness, dog day afternoons and festive evenings. I prefer beauty, love, and peace of mind and soul. You know, sitting at the beach, smoking my split in the sun setting. Now the ocean's on fire, reflecting the sky. Only thing that's passing me by, negative energy. My enemy, myself. So I get high so I can survive, to inspire with desire. Purpose, mind of a free thinker, breaking chains, overcoming, tell me I can, I dare ya. So with my fire, I set fire to the fire, exhale into the sky, raise my life, ignite unity like Marley, and tell Mother Earth I'm sorry for being a part of her cancer. I'm always on the search for an answer, even if there isn't a question, but here's the question, why are we so greedy? Every culture is beautiful, learn from one another, then there will be a better understanding. Even if I'm standing alone, I can hold it, ground, and gain wind, see the pain of people minimalized. And all lives are connected. All lives are connected.
Alright, everyone. You are now on Robbie The Rummy of Black Talk Radio. And I know usually I do Thursdays and sometimes Sundays, but due to a tragic incident on Saturday evening, night, a former member of the Cottonmouth Kings had passed away due to a serious asthma attack. And so tonight I decided to pay tribute to the one and only Pakelika. And the song that you just heard was Fire in the Sky featuring Daddy X. And that was, of course, Pac himself. And we already have a call in, so I'll be getting him on in just a minute here. And if, you want to call in too and, share some stories or thoughts or whatever on him, feel free. And I want to get this dude on now, or if you're just tuning in on the site, you can just share your stories in the chat box, and I'll be more than glad to share the info. So I'm going to get this. Well, never mind, because he hung up. But Saturday night, he indeed did pass away. And it's very unfortunate because he, meant a lot to a lot of people. Everybody, K&K, all of Subnoise Records, all of Subnoise family, and everybody around the world. And here we go. Got a caller. Yo, 209, you're on.
What's up?
Not much, just doing this tribute to Pac.
That shows a lot that you're actually doing this on such short notice,
Yeah, I know, it's, So, how do you feel about the situation? Of course it's happening.
Yeah, oh my God. It's so sad. Like, meeting him was one of the coolest things I ever got to do. I met him in L.A. A couple of years ago, I think 2 years ago. I was going into the gas station and I recognized him. I just got to talk to him for a little bit. And he said that his fans were his biggest priority. And he loved going to shows and dancing for everybody. He said it was the coolest thing he's ever done. And
yeah,
it was just cool.
Yeah, I remember when I met him a few years back, and we were talking for a couple minutes, and he was saying how he loves to do shows. I mean, he didn't tell me that his fans was his main priority, like he told you, but just hearing that from you, to know that he actually said that, is like heartwarming. Like, it's crazy. Like, not a lot of artists today or back then would come and admit that or pay a lot of focus to their fans. And that's crazy. Like, that's, I don't even know. Like, that's rough to even, think about. I mean, it's a great thing and stuff. It's just, when you think about it, it gets to you, especially now.
Yeah, it's a very sad situation.
Yeah, and unfortunately it happened, but now we know that he had dead as it was, and instead of suffering, he's now in a better place, and now he's looking down at each and every king or queen or any fan of his and his family and us and whatnot, and, he's in a better place, and I guess couldn't really ask for any more. I mean, I know we wouldn't want him to keep suffering,
Yeah, that letter that his mom wrote was just so sad, though, dude.
I know. I ended up reading that like 2-3 different times, and it got to me. I was just like, damn. Like, I can't believe I'm even reading this. Like, I can't believe it's even happening, like, in real life. It's just hard. And then I was reading a Cottonmouth King post a little bit ago, maybe an hour ago or so, and they mentioned, how their new record comes out tomorrow and stuff. And then they also mentioned him, and then they said for everyone this weekend on 420 to raise a lighter up in honor of him. And I thought that was, like, really cool, and that was, like, kind of touching,
Yeah, you think how hard it is for us as fans. Think about how hard it is for the actual Kings,
Oh, I know. It's out of everybody and his actual family, like mom and dad and whatnot. I mean, the Kings, of course, it's going to be hard on them, and they've been mentioning it the past day or two now on Twitter and shit, saying how, it's hard and it's this and that, and even Richter, like, I don't know if you've seen the post, but he shared his one and only last picture he had with him and that or whatever, and I forgot what it was he said, but it was just like, wow. I mean, it's crazy just how things like that can magically happen.
Yeah, and it was just so sudden, too. That's the worst part.
I know, and the day before when I read that he was headed into ICU, I was just like, damn, hopefully he can be okay. And then when I read he was in like a coma or something like that, I was like, damn, hopefully they can do something. So I was just, sitting here hoping. Following day comes about 4:30 or so, it was announced, and I was just like, really? And, like, I didn't want to believe it at first. Like, I thought somebody had posted it, as a joke. But then I saw KMK put it up along with Kevin Zinger, and I'm just like, it's really happening. And I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, my God, this cannot be happening right now. And it's just, like, it breaks my heart knowing that he's gone. And there's absolutely nothing he could do about it. It's just the circumstances of his life. And that's like, the hardest part for me, knowing that, like, he could have done nothing about it, and it was going to happen sooner or later.
I know. And I don't know exactly what his age was, but I know he was young, and it's unfortunate that he probably could have lived longer if, he wasn't in the situation he was in. And it's unfortunate that he has to pass away at such a young age when he can do so much more. I mean, I know he's done acting, he's done music, he's done shows and whatnot, and, you know, that's big, but he still could have done a lot more. Like, it's unfortunate.
Yeah. So, speaking of his music, how do you like his albums? I think they're funny as hell.
Which one, or do you mean both of them?
Both, in general.
I think some of his songs are funny, but when you listen to it, it sounds like he's more talking than rhyming into his, you know, beats and stuff. And, oh, shit, hold on. Never mind. But, you know, some of it is funny, but when you listen to some of the words and some of the songs, like, he sounds like how do I put it, like, I don't know, like
there's a meaning to it?
He puts a lot of, like, yeah, like, he has a lot of meaning to his stuff, and it's crazy, like, not many people, you know, actually put their thoughts, like, especially when it's about the world and stuff, like, if you listen to the Smoking Word, you can feel and realize that he's speaking deep into this world, and, you know, it's obvious he, you know, wanted to do something with this world, such as be president or something. I mean, I see stuff like that around all the time and stuff, and it's, I don't know, it's just, I don't know. You know what I mean, though. It's like, I don't know, like, his stuff has a lot of meaning to it. And you don't catch artists like that nowadays do that. Like, it's always about the same shit over and over and over. And it gets
like how he actually tried to go do something in the studio?
Huh?
Like he actually tried to go do something in the studio?
Yeah, like he actually went into the studio, you know, he didn't mess around or just say such and such in the song. He actually, like, put thought into it and, like, meaning, and actually spoke his mind and stuff on what he would do to help the world or save the world or help people and stuff like that.
He was big on the whole freedom thing. I know that for sure.
Well, yeah, like, I know that for sure, too. I know he was really big into it, and I think that's why he did and said the things that he's done and whatnot in his tracks, because he believed that people should have more freedom in this world and so on and so forth. And people could really care less about stuff like that these days. And with him being around when he was, it meant a lot, you know, even if not so many people knew who he was, it, you know, still meant a lot in this world to have somebody like him to speak his mind and have so much freedom of voicing that he had. Like, not many people do that these days. And it's unfortunate, too. And to have somebody do and say the things he actually said and whatnot, you know, it's going to stick to us. And we're going to keep listening and, you know, keep feeling it. And to know that he is gone now, it sucks. And, you know, it's just rough.
Yeah, much respect to him and Cottonmouth Kings and his family and everything. I hope the best for all of them.
Yeah, I, you know, wish the best for all of them as well, especially his family alone, his mom, pops, and whatnot. You know, it's got to be really hard on them, you know, and, of course, K, too, because they were, you know, with him for years and years, and, you know, and once the whole thing went with Pac being gone with K, and he went and did his own solo thing afterwards, it kind of sucks. And then now he passes away a few years later, and it's just like, wow.
Yeah, it's just all bad, pretty much. Like, knowing that there's nothing he could do about it, and that, like, you think he might have saw it coming sooner or later?
I don't know. Like, I've never, dealt with an asthma thing before because I don't have bad asthma, so I couldn't tell you if he probably knew or saw it coming or whatever. But, maybe he could have and he just didn't say anything, or he knew but he didn't want to be negative about it, or what. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know how serious the whole asthma problem can get because I don't deal with stuff like that, so I couldn't really say.
As soon as I heard the news that he was in a coma, that's whenever I knew that it was bad.
Like, I didn't really read the whole article because I was dealing with something else, so I read the majority of it, and I saw that he was in a coma and sent to ICU. But when I also read that, there wasn't much info on it at the time until Kevin Zinger had mentioned something about him being put in, how he's dealing with a serious problem with him or some scenario. And then, the following day, it's been announced that he was gone, and it sucks. But, there's no changing it. You can't go to the past or anything, and there's just no change, and we're just going to have to move forward. And it sucks to think that way, too. But exactly.
Yeah. Do you think he would have gotten as far as he did with his dancing and music without the Cottonmouth Kings?
I believe he probably could have done a lot, especially with his dancing and stuff. Like, if he'd done the thing where people, will go on a street or by a store or something and put, like, the buckets or whatever there, and he does certain things and he'll get paid, I'm sure if he did that around the right places and people, I'm sure somebody would have came up to him and, give him an opportunity to do some sort of, like, dancing or breakdancing thing, like some type of show or like not training, but like teaching or some sort. Like, I believe he could have done something with it.
Yeah, me too, because he had the heart and soul to do the whole dancing thing. That was his trademark, pretty much.
I know, and when I met him, I had actually seen him do it, and I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. And I used to never be into stuff like that, so I seen him do it. And then after he's done it, I walked up to him and stuff, and we talked a little bit, and he said how, that was a big thing for him, and how he loved to do it and put on a show for people and whatnot. And that's awesome. Like, I don't know. Like, I believe he could have done a lot. He could have done a lot more, but now he can't, unfortunately, and now he's in a better place, so.
Yeah, and the one thing I loved about him on stage is how he never said really that many words at all. At most, a couple.
I know.
And he just went on stage, did his thing, and got everybody all riled up and ready for K&K.
Yeah, and that's the thing, too. Like, the stuff that he's done on stage, like, between dancing and putting on a really good, like, entertainment show, you would have never thought that he had a asthma problem. Oh, we have another caller in. Hold on.
Rob.
Yo, you're on the line.
It's Putty.
You there?
Hello? Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Yeah, you're cutting out a little. Not much. Me and this other caller is talking again about Pakelika and unfortunate things.
I see.
How do you feel about the situation?
Definitely sad, man. Pac was an inspiration to everybody, even if they didn't like the guy.
Damn, we have another caller in. Hold on a second. 240, you're on the line. You there?
Hey, what's up, Robbie? What's up, man? It's King Cotton, man. We're just calling up to talk about Pac-Man, right?
Yeah, we're talking about Pac and his passing and whatnot.
Yeah, man, I tell you, Pac was a good dude, man. He came over down here in Maryland, and I can tell you right now, I remember walking past the bus. He was outside with some chick, and I had my 2 daughters with me. And he was like, come on over, take a picture. You know, I mean, he was a down-to-earth dude, man. He's going to be missed by a lot of people. And to all the haters out there, you know what I'm saying, that's got to say bad shit about Pac. He was down to earth, man. You know, that cottonmouth thing, hey, shit happens in the business, but, you know, he was still down to earth.
I know. I remember I met him a few years ago, and I caught him dancing and whatnot, and I thought it was like the greatest thing. And I walked up to him, and he told me how doing his whole dancing thing was a passion and whatnot, and how he loved to put on shows, and how he was always down to help others and was always there for people. And when he said that, I was like, damn, because, you know, there's not many people who are like that, you know, who actually care for others and whatnot, and it's always about themselves. But he was always, you know, down to earth, and it's unlikely to catch people like that, and to know, you know, he's gone now. It sucks, and we'll probably find another one like him ever again.
No, you're right, dude. There ain't going to be another Pac around, man. There's only one Pac, and that's the big Pac. And I don't care what anybody says, he's still the original MK. So, you know, all the haters,
Yo, you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Oh, you cut out.
Yeah. I mean, I'm on. Yeah, I'm trying to hide from my wife, man. Trying to wake her ass up tonight. So I'm down in my basement. Just got finished doing another bong rip for Pac. You know, we're gonna go ahead and celebrate the KMK release tonight because it's gonna get downloaded. I'm not even supposed to be up right now, but I had to give you a call. I told her I'd give you a shout out, and that's why I'm here, brother.
That's what's up, man. That's appreciated, and I'm sure, you know, he's up there right now looking down at us, and, you know, I'm sure thankful for it, and, you know, listening and appreciate it, and, you know, and you tuning in and calling in and stuff, that's also a big appreciation. It just goes to show how much love and respect you have for him.
Oh, that's right, man. We're going to have it, and everybody's got to remember, tomorrow, 420, light that candle. Don't care where you're at. Just light that candle at 420. You know what I'm saying? Keep it in your car. Light it in your fucking car. Just go ahead and light that shit 420. Because this is KMK family, and we lost a big member of that, and this is a big shock because KMK been around for 18 years. We never had something like this happen.
That's right. Light that candle. Don't matter where you are. Light it up. If you ain't got a candle, take a lighter. Wherever you are, light it up in the sky and pay your respect.
That's right, brother. That's right. That's what we got to do. That's what we got to do, man. Because Pac was the man, and he was in for fighting that legalization for everybody, not just for people with medical purposes, but for everybody to be able to enjoy the plant. And we got to continue that fight.
That's right, and if we can get this, you know, to go through and stuff, you know, that's going to be a big thing towards him, you know, that's going to be a big honor towards him, and I'm sure all of KMK, all of, you know, the Sub-Noise family, kings and queens around the world, you know, we get this legalized and some freedom going and whatnot, that's going to be a big dedication to him, because he was really huge on that and whatnot.
Oh yeah, man, for sure, man. I mean, that's you know, I mean, 34 years old, man. You know, and he brought up another condition. You know, people didn't think about asthma. You know, people don't think about this stuff. That's what killed him. You know, I mean, yeah, that's what we got to think about. You know, there's other shit that kills us, and that has nothing to do with drugs.
I know, and it's unfortunate. Me and another caller that's also on, we were talking about that situation, and I would have never thought it was an asthma situation until it was noted that following day. And I was like, man, I would have never thought, and it's unfortunate, and I don't, know how serious an asthma condition can be because I, of course, don't have that issue. So, I wouldn't know, but just to know what he was dealing with sucks. And, because he had this asthma problem, he was obviously suffering and stuff. And as I was saying earlier, he's in a better place now and he's not suffering no more, so now he's looking down on us, making sure we're not in trouble, or doing what we shouldn't be doing and whatnot, and looking out for us. And,
Yeah, and you got to remember, he brought awareness to asthma, which nobody would have thought about. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we go to these shows. If you have asthma, you jumping around, you got to watch out for people like that,
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I'm sure it'll be, mentioned throughout out at any KMK show. I'm sure they'll say something about it or at least mention it because, it's something he would have done as well. He would have mentioned it. And I'm sure, all of the fam wouldn't want anybody else, passing away through a asthma condition or whatever the situation could be, and especially at a show. So.
Yeah, exactly, man. So Pac's passing, brought another awareness out. First it was, he's bringing out the legalization. Now, he's brought out the asthma issue. I mean, and he's opened up our eyes for a lot of years. That's what the Cottonmouth Kings have done for a lot of years with their music and everything. They open up their people's eyes through music. And that's the great thing about the KMK.
Exactly. They always try to bring that positive feeling into you and have you open your eyes a little bit more into this world and have that negativity go and you push your way up the hill so you're not falling downwards because there's so much more you can do in life because you never know what could happen. You can be dealing through a struggle or, you could die tomorrow and not even know it. As we already knew about Pac, he passed away and nobody was aware it would even happen and he could have done a lot more. And I'm sure he was trying to do a lot more. So, that's what KMK is all about. You push your way up that mountain instead of doing the bad and whatnot and going down. You're going up that mountain and you try to be more successful and do more things out in the world because you never know what the outcome can be the following day or whatever.
Exactly, man. That's the thing, I mean, here we're thinking about, who would have thought this would have happened to Pac? I would have never thought this. I mean, this is just a shock. Like I said earlier, this has never happened to a KMK member, okay? And for this to happen, it really blows my mind.
Oh, yeah, it hits hard to a lot of people, especially inside and especially the ones that were close. I mean, it hits me hard, and it's going to be rough, and I'm sure if you see on Twitter or whatever, you see me posting a lot about it and paying my respects to it. And, the moment he was even labeled as passed away and whatnot, I paid my respects to him with that one video, and I'm getting a lot of respect for it, and I'm sure he would appreciate it too if he was still alive and I was to just go and do a, appreciation video for him or some sort of tribute for him.
Right, yeah. I mean, but that was a tight video, dude. That was a tight one there, boy. You got a talent there, brother. You got to keep that up, man.
Yeah, I was told that, but if you guys wouldn't mind, we'd take like a 30-second silence to pay honor to him real quick.
Let's do that.
I see it. All right, we're good.
All right, dude. Yeah, that was sweet, dude. That was sweet. Yeah, and now everybody fire up that damn thing because you know that's what he wants to do.
Oh yeah, man, fire that up. Give him a nice toke for him, real quick.
Yes, that's right. You know that.
All right, so did you want to give that toke real quick? Do it up right now.
Yeah. Yeah, let me go ahead and hit that thing. I got my bowl down here today. Let me go ahead and hit this. Here we go. Back business to you, brother. To the sky, the smoke rings will fly.
Damn. You dropped the call. Yo, you guys still on the line?
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
No, that was... I know, just hearing what he was saying and then doing that silence real quick, that was like hitting right there. Like that literally touched me inside. Like that was crazy. Like I've never felt anything hit me so hard in my life. But,
so let me ask you something real fast.
All right, what's up?
So, do you think that Cotton Eye Kings will maybe do like a extra song for Pakelika, like later on, or something like an add-on to Mile High?
Well, so what I know, KMK is getting ready to do a album called Royal Something, and it's supposed to have all original members. And I believe with that album, if they don't do a song directly for him, I believe they're going to have that album dedicated to him, you know. And I don't think they had any idea or plan to do so because they didn't know the outcome, but because he passed away, I believe, because they're going to do an original album with all original members, they're going to do, you know, some sort of dedication for him with that album, I believe. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think they'll do something for him for sure, just to show, like, appreciation for everything that he's done for him.
Yeah, and, you know, if they don't do some sort of a appreciation, like, song or album or something, I'm sure maybe they'll do like, some sort of tribute video to him, like, with some past show moments of him or something in that area, or add in a couple of verses of his songs or something into a quick video or something.
Like the best of Pakelika kind of thing?
Yeah, like that, or some sort of dedication, you know, how sort of like a collage type thing, like, you know how someone with the past or something, someone would do a picture and put some types of stuff in memory of them and have it in some type of big collage together thing. Well, I believe they should do something like that with a video if they don't do some sort of dedication for the next album.
Yeah, it would only make sense, you know?
It would, and if they don't do it, then I wouldn't say it's messed up, but if they don't do something in that area, then I think it would be kind of wrong. But then again, it would be some kind of understanding, I guess. But it all depends on how you would look at it as well.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get ready to wrap this show up here, about to end and whatnot. So I'm gonna wrap this up, and of course another caller just dropped, so good timing. But I'm gonna wrap this up here, and thank you, and thanks to the callers and all the viewers for tuning in and paying your respects to Big Pac, you know, and that silence thing, man, that really hit me. I won't even lie. Like, that was touching.
Yeah, RIP Big Pac, shout out to his family and K&K, you know, just keeping it real for him.
Yeah, for sure, you know. Big shout out to him. He's up in a better place now. Shout out to his family, all of K&K, all his Subnoise family, records, you know, all his fans, his whatever else is in his family and who's looked up to him, you know. It's going to be hard, but you can't really do anything about it now. So, you know, big shout out to him and everybody, and best of luck in the future.
All right, bro, I'll let you do your thing. I'll talk to you later.
All right, later.
Wait.
All right, everyone, for tuning out here. I want to thank everybody for tuning into the show. You know, this is a special segment on the Robbie The Rummy show. This is a tribute to Pakelika, you know, for his passing a couple days ago. It's unfortunate, but can't do anything. He's in a better place now. He's not suffering anymore. And that's, you know, good. But thanks for everybody who's tuned in, called in, paid their respects and honors to him, and it's much appreciated. Thank you, and have a nice night.